Dylan Jefferson didn't think he had many options after graduating from Hardin High School in 2002, so the 17-year-old brought a permission slip home for his grandmother for him to enlist in the U.S. Army. Now, with the country still in the shadow of the 9/11 terrorist attacks, he figured he was headed to war, but he didn't think he'd still be dealing with the trauma 20 years later.
My wife will catch on to it because she'll see me rubbing my thumb like this.
Dylan Jefferson's wife, Julia, has seen it many times. Dylan's signal when he knows the left side of his body is about to go numb.
Doctors thought I had a stroke. They were trying to pin it on MS, multiple sclerosis. No one could tell me what's wrong with me.
He also struggles to breathe. People told him it was the same thing most combat veterans deal with, PTSD.
It's just anxiety, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm not stressed out. I'm not worried about what's over there. I'm literally sitting here focused on my breathing, and I can't breathe.
Jefferson was deployed to Iraq in 2004. He was a recovery specialist, bringing damaged vehicles and equipment back to the base. Because they had large machinery to do that, they were also put in charge of trash disposal.
We can't just throw stuff in a dumpster. It might be confidential stuff. So everything we have to burn. Everything we have to burn.
And he means everything. Electronics, aerosols, human waste. Every 2 weeks, this was Dylan's office.
To make sure everything's burning, we would also spray diesel fuel all over it. There's no respirators, there's no face masks. I don't even know if the commander at the time even knew what the long-term effects were. I'm sure none of us knew what the long-term effects were, but we were ordered to do it.
Dylan, who has also been clinically diagnosed with PTSD, says he's gotten great care for his mental health, but almost nothing for his physical struggles.
When we go to the vet center, it's like, you have PTSD, we're gonna go through this, we're gonna rewire your neurons, and this is the end goal. Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much. When we go to the VA, it's like, we don't know what it is, we're gonna do more tests. Yeah. I would like to see, this is because of burn pits, we're gonna do this, there's the end of the goal, let's do it.
That's what the PACT Act is designed to do.
It would not hold veterans hostage like this.
To give 3.5 million American veterans exposed to toxic burn pits medical help. And that's why last week's Senate failure,
the motion is not agreed to,
was so hard for them to watch.
It's almost disheartening, degrading in a way.
Jefferson has recently taken a job with the state of Montana to help veterans like himself, especially on the Crow Indian Reservation. And that's why he'll continue to follow the PACT Act's progress.
My job is to keep these guys alive. And something like this can be enough to be like, that's all it takes.
In Billings, Casey Conlon, MTN News.